These anti-meta Yu-Gi-Oh decks are miserable. Let's watch. We were just talking about this. We were just talking about the how hard it is to play against meta ships.
Here, aka MBT. And we
okay,
are back
well,
with another thread. Today we're talking about that duelist. You all
that duelist. He's talking about you, Chad. Chad, he's talking about you. He's talking about you.
all know the one. It's the one of your locals who will never stop talking about how these disgusting meta sheep can't think for themselves and play a deck that accentuates their skill. Instead, just ripping a list off of Jesse Cotton's newest video and showing up to locals to beat everyone. Well, I'd like to see you beat my Blue Eyes White Dragon, etc., etc. What frustrates me about this people...
My Blue Eyes White Dragon. That is so funny. That is so funny, dude. That is so funny. Actually, I should move myself, probably. No, well, what is a good place? I guess I will put myself here. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Alright, let's see.
Frequently, they harangue everybody for playing top-tier meta strategies, only to realize that their desire to pilot something that plays to their strengths mostly means just playing a stun deck. It's like...
I will own up to it. I'm the stun player. We are like two opposites. We're two opposites. We are like blue players and red players in Magic, right? That's what we're doing right now. I don't have any decks IRL. Cardboard's too expensive. So true. The stun is how I learned the game. So yeah, because they are easy to play. So, but people claim the opposite. They say like, I'm better than you because you play meta and I play this deck. Well, those decks don't require skills. That's what they are good for new players, right? They create non-games and they are easy to play and hard to play against. So is the opponent has the out or they don't, right? So that's why it's like easy to learn in theory.
I'm going to play the same stupid stun deck over and over again. Today, I want to talk about what decks are the most likely to be played by this class of duelist. And we're going to begin with mine. That's Fossil Dynapachycephalo. You filthy net deckers haven't had an original thought in your life. You couldn't duel your way out of a paper bag. Anyway, normal summon Fossil Dyna, set 3, Moon Mirror Shield, go. Let's see what you all came up with. But first, new Will of the Council merch PogChamp, new
Will of the Council
PogChamp. In case you're unfamiliar, fellow Yugists Luke Von Karma, Peeps Yu-Gi-Oh! And I all have a podcast. On it, we talk about Reddit. We released some merch for this podcast, Will of the Council, a couple of months back, and it went out almost immediately. People have been DMing me since asking how they can get their hands on it, and here's how. The fine folks at Pyramid have released another wave of Will of the Council merch. We found like under a dozen of the kill button shirts.
Actually, that merch is fire. It looks really good.
And recently made some more dad hats. And also this trucker hat. That looks cool, probably. For the next 30 days, you can get 10% off your order with the discount code right here, the one that's right here in front of my face. Okay, that's it. Back to the video. Dyer's got a great one in the same vein. If I saw someone play this in 2018, it was on site. God, there was a pretty significant amount of time that Inspector Border was legitimately quite playable, and that entire time was just awful to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Cool, man.
What does that
And yeah, I'm happy. I'm glad that Skill Drain can win the game now. A lot of individuals that follow.
Oh, this is targeted to someone in chat. Hi, say hi, Pablo. Say oh my god.
This category, Dinomorphia is an exceptionally popular deck with this class of duelist. I think it has to do with the fact that the playstyle basically just makes a big ass skill train and forces your opponent to out it. And the outs for this card are pretty numerous. There's like a
there's ways to play around this with basically spells, right? With basically spells, but it feels so high. Like I understand. This is more interesting than just like flipping your skill drain, because it has like the thing that it has to reduce your life points, so it feels hype, right? It feels like playing around the clock or something, right? That's why it's cool in a way, right? But it's come on.
A billion things that deal with this, but every time you play them, for some reason, you never seem to have it.
Yep,
and you get to
because it's random.
Down a Rexstorm while they go, see, I told you your meta slop couldn't beat this. Yeah, cool.
That's you, Pablo. He's imitating you.
You're at 7 life points. That's nice. Yeah, awesome. Oh my god. This is the one, man. This is the one.
The goal is to protect Rexterm. Yes, but you can also summon Rexterm like 3 times, right? Yeah. I like the emote there. It's so funny.
Is that fucking deck. I can't believe they printed more support for this strategy, one of the most irritating strategies in modern memory, and one with a specific alert of this type of player because the whole time you're winning, your opponent's like squirming for an answer. So they get to go, your deck has nothing to do with my powerful card. It also, as this poster alludes to, puts them in a great position. If you can't beat it, then they've masterfully played around your meta deck with their insane rogue strat, and if you do have it, well, it's just because modern decks do everything, and that's just not fair. Yeah, mine release was like Christmas to this type of person.
Oh, but this was actually meta, right? A lot of people play this, so everyone had to play around this. Yeah, it's different. Have fun with your 0.1 LP. That is so funny.
So no hate to Jeff Leonard, but everyone but him that played this strategy really irritated me. There was a guy in my locals on Mindstun right after the Albaz Strike structure released who wasn't using Cauldron to burn. Instead, he wanted to make sure he could live long enough to win with Countdown even if the mine got outed. Oh my god. That's like not impossible either. You get to a point with Cauldron of the Old Man where they're just not able to do more damage than you are healing. Blech. Yeah, this is another classic. Most of the blind second...
Wait. Whoa. What did you say about Blind Second? What?
Decks fall into this category. A lot of times people will be playing like a whole bunch of board breakers and then a card that reads, I win the game if I normal summon this onto an empty board. Think Tenpai and the like. But for some
reason...
Wait,
he's talking about me. He's making fun of me.
The biggest concentration of these assholes seems to be drawn to Ancient Gear. Ancient Gear is a deck almost tailor-made for this kind of player because if you supplement it with board wipes, all the Ancient Gear cards just read, you can't interact with me. So they...
Wait, but I haven't played Ancient Gear because I don't know. There is something about it that just feels off. I don't know what it is, but I haven't ever played Ancient Gear. I might try it. I might. Should I? Why did I waste my gems on Hero? Why did I do that? I was like, no, Blind Second Hero deck is gonna work, guys. It's gonna work. Now I know. Maybe I should have invested in Ancient Gear, right? They are like the 2 GX things from the first episode. So yeah, haven't played in years. Yeah. It's alright, to be honest. Fake GX fan. Well, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to build every single GX deck? Do you want me to build... I don't know, like droids? What are they called? Droids? And what is the other one? What's the other one called? Whatever, dude.
They never really have to engage with what you're doing. The duel gets to be all about them. And boy, will they let you know it. Haha, you couldn't be my Chaos Ancient Gear Giant. Yep, you got me. Millennium was a perfect archetype for these people. It's only really got the one play. You get to play the B-Boomer cards all through it. And mostly what it ends up doing is summoning a big guy that is 1 negate and setting a couple of board wipes. Mogul has driven a spear through my brain. Says, I've seen your exact example so many times it's crazy. And then posts Crimson Nova the Dark.
I've never seen this in my life.
There was such an extended period of time where this was functionally the dual spirit for this type of complainer. You freaking meta Andes. Anyway, we're both taking 3,000. Blue Wanderies is all through this thread.
Oh yeah.
You know, this is the Boomer deck, and it's got me a little nostalgic. I played a lot of Flu when it first came out. I remember going to an OTS that was like clearly someone's converted basement during release week, playing this deck and finding out in real time that it was 10 times more broken than I had first anticipated. But it's shocking seeing people in the thread talk about how this is the classic Boomers deck, when to me, it's still a pretty modern invention. No, retro means like tomato control. Fluanderies is still pretty new. It's only 5 years old. This one...
That is such a good meme. I love it. I love that meme. Cubics. Here is a very specific and interesting mechanic. And now the guy you actually summon. Oh, there is like archetypes like that there is just one guy, right? We love to see it.
One one's got an exceptionally interesting bit of lore
Six
behind
Samurai.
it. Six Samurai is forever a tainted existence in the United Arab Emirates Yu-Gi-Oh scene.
Excuse
We
me?
had a guy who one-tricked it, played FTKs to beat meta, and eventually got banned from OTSs over cheating allegations and tons of rule sharping. I'll have to take your word for it, but Six Samurai is a good example of a deck that fits the prompt. It permits you to just circumvent the act of playing Yu-Gi-Oh by following a combo spreadsheet that you have.
You need a PhD in dueling to play Ancient Gear? Dang, I only went to dueling community college, so I don't think I can.
Memorized. And if you're allowed, you can take like a 40-minute turn one. I mean, you probably will just get scooped on, but you could. Ra's a classic one. All of the god
my
cards,
God.
of course, but Ra has the most support. It's the deck that could conceivably be played and win games. So if you sit against someone who is playing the true sun god, you know you are in for a time. DS Pikachu says, I am that player. No one ever reads the special summoned monsters battle effect. Also, I already tributed 3+ of their monsters, so they're already triggered. Look, they're inventing a scenario where they get to needle the disgusting Meta Andy in the thread. At least they're self-aware, man. At least they're self-aware. Raw players love doing this. They love watching you set up your board, then smirking and handing you a ball, being like, bet you never saw that before. Yeah, dog. Better decks than you have been doing this. I was so excited to finally cut my teeth on this matchup, but I saw the local stun player had a
not the
Neocraft
whale.
Neuron, only to find out that dumbass mains 3 Vanities Fiend. You know, it's really unfortunate because I think a Neocraft is actually not a particularly frustrating deck to play against. Like, navigating their sets makes sense if you know what the Aneacrafts do. And ultimately, they are just guys that sit on the field. The problem is they are always paired with those cards. The Vanities Fiends,
the
Dimensional
Fisher, right?
Fissures.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. In a world where you were just playing the Aneacrafts, this would be pretty interesting. We don't live in that world. Oh! Yeah, man. One of the greats in you freaking meta sheep deck design. I remember my first
This is
local
Charlie. This is Moist Critical. That's so funny.
back after taking a bit of a hiatus during Dragon Ruler formats. I was playing Burning Abyss, and my opponent revealed they were on Grenmaju Soul Absorption. During my first turn, they got to something like 30,000 life points, and I remember being like, that's crazy. I'd never seen it before. And then I beat them. Like, I just did 15,000 damage 2 turns in a row. They were like, you got it. I was like, huh, I sort of expected that would do more. This is a good one, too. It says, it's not a floodgate, but hear me out. Listen, you don't have to be playing a heinous-ass floodgate deck. You can just be playing B-Boomer shit. Blue Eyes being a good deck, not once but twice, was really strange for the community. Because
But it was a good deck. Like, it was an actual good deck with, like, fair mechanics, right? It wasn't cringe. It's only cringe because it's Blue Eyes? Is that what we're saying here?
usually the individuals playing this strategy are like 32-year-olds hopped up on nostalgia.
Shut up. Shut up. Don't. What do you mean?
To be able to take the old dragon out for a spin. For a short time, they were actually winning. Yes, there are still people who are one-tricking Blue Eyes in the year of our Lord, 2024. It's 2026. What I've learned scrolling past the same answer over and over again in this thread is that there exists a metagame under the actual metagame. There's a meta full of Cool Tune that all of these individuals complain about, but there's a smaller sub-metagame of decks that the people who do the complaining play. And in there, Stun and OTK is top tier.
It was fun to pilot, interesting matchups. Yeah, that's what I've heard, right? I mean, wasn't there, but you know. Did you, what are these? Had a guy at my locals who plays Sky Striker, constantly greasy, making red-ass hentai jokes, and going through every variant of if only X deck wasn't so broken when he lost. He whined at me for 2 games straight for pens being busted when I pulled up Abyss Actors. What is this made up scenario, dude? What are you talking about? What are you talking? What do you mean? What are these? Yeah, this makes sense. Alright, good video, good video. Chat, are we forgetting one? Are we forgetting something? The average Sky Striker player, there is no way. That's not a real person, surely. It cannot be, right? What are we talking about? There is no way. That like caught me off guard. It's like, what? Sky Striker? Why would Sky Striker be there? Makes no sense. Anti-meta? Yeah, no. What are we forgetting about? Am I forgetting about something? What could it be? What could it be? I feel like Castira should be here too, in a way. I know Castira is an actual deck, but it's never ethical. I guess like Castira is like more of a master duel thing, and this like Joseph's perspective is more about the TCG. But if we're talking master duel, I feel like we should consider Castira and like the warrior from another planet with a metamorphosis and stuff. This is from 3 weeks ago. I don't know. Maybe that would be something like that. If not, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Okay, thank you.